Ever notice how some people can pick up Spanish, French, Japanese, like they're collecting Pokemon, while the rest of us are stuck forgetting hello by lunchtime? It's not magic. It's not genes. It's one simple thing. They know how to learn languages, and they use it for life. And today, you're about to steal that skill. And once you have it, you can rinse and repeat with any language you want for the rest of your life. The real problem isn't that you're bad at languages, it's that you were taught wrong in ways that actually killed your brain's natural language learning machine. Forced memorization kills curiosity. Grammar obsession freezes you in fear. Fear of mistakes silences you completely. Meanwhile, babies, those drooling little chaos monsters, become fluent without knowing what a conjugated verb even is. You don't need better memory, you need better instincts. Let's rewire your brain back to how you were designed to learn. 3 steps. One unstoppable method. Step 1. Fall in love with chaos. You can't think your way into fluency. You have to feel your way into it. Learning a language is like moving to a new city where the street signs are in alien symbols and nobody speaks English. At first, you'll be lost, but every wrong turn teaches you something. Your job: watch TV shows only in your target language. No English subtitles, only native ones. Listen to podcasts or YouTube videos where you barely catch a word. Let your brain hunt for meaning. Play story-driven video games where you have to guess what the villain just threatened you with. It's thrilling. It sticks. Why chaos works. Your brain is obsessed with patterns. Even when you don't get it, your neurons are secretly mapping sounds, rhythms, gestures. You don't realize it yet, but the learning is already happening. Pro tip: choose content that's full of real-life conversations. Sitcoms, slice-of-life shows, games with dialogue. Reality beats textbooks every time. Step 2. Speak ugly, speak early, speak a lot. If you wait to be ready before you start speaking, you'll be silent forever. Imagine if babies waited until they had a perfect sentence ready before talking. We'd have 7-year-olds crawling around saying nothing. You need to get messy. Repeat phrases you hear like a parrot on caffeine. Invent tiny conversations with yourself about boring stuff. Making coffee, walking the dog, complaining about laundry. Narrate your life in the target language like you're the world's worst Netflix documentary. Here we see an ancient human, brushing his teeth, muttering to himself in broken Italian. Bonus move: use language shadowing. Play a podcast or show. Try to mimic the rhythm and sounds instantly, even if you have no idea what they're saying. It's not about understanding at first, it's about building muscle memory in your mouth. Sound ridiculous? Good. Ridiculous is where fluency begins. Your new mantra: speak bad to speak good. Step 3. Turn it into oxygen. Motivation fades. Habits are forever. Your brain craves consistency, not intensity. One 6-hour binge session won't do much. 10 minutes a day every day? That's how you trick your brain into thinking this new language is part of survival. How to do it: change your phone, laptop, and apps to your target language. Listen to a song in the language every morning while brushing your teeth. Write your to-do list in it, even if it looks ridiculous at first. Talk to AI tools, chatbots, or language exchange apps. Even 2 minutes counts. Make the language unavoidable. Tiny exposures every single day, even if it's just whispering one word on the bus. Because here's the rule: if it's easy to skip, it's too hard to master. If it's part of your life, it becomes part of you. You don't need perfect memory. You don't need a plane ticket to Paris. You don't even need talent. You just need to trust chaos. Speak before you're ready, and breathe the language until your brain surrenders and says, "Fine, I'll be bilingual, geez." Because languages aren't learned by perfect students. They're learned by stubborn, clumsy, relentless adventurers. And guess what? That's you. Now tell me, what language are you learning? And what's the first ridiculous sentence you're going to say today? Type it in the comments. Let's get fluent together. Until next time, learn smart, not hard. What if I told you there's a way to learn anything, literally anything, faster than you ever thought possible? Not with more coffee, not with longer hours, but with actual brain science, ruthless shortcuts, and a system so effective, it might just get you accused of witchcraft. Forget slow and steady. This is fast and focused. This is how top performers go from zero to ninja in record time. The old way of learning is broken. Schools teach you to memorize, not master. Self-help books tell you to just stay consistent and trust the process, whatever that means. And tutorials? You watch 57 of them before you even do one thing. Meanwhile, your brain is screaming for clarity. Not more content, more connection. Not more time, better strategy. Let's fix that. Section 1, the 80-20 shortcut. Learn like a hacker. You don't need all the information. You need the right information first. That's the 80-20 rule in action. Whether it's chess, calculus, cooking, or coding, there's always a core 20% that drives most of the results. Want to be a better speaker? Don't read 12 books. Just master tone, pauses, and storytelling. Want to draw? Focus on shapes, shading, and perspective. Want to get good at exams? Study the types of questions that keep showing up, not the rare fancy ones. Action tip: find someone who's already mastered the skill. Ask, if you had to start from scratch and only had 2 weeks, what would you focus on? That's your 20%. Section 2, the iteration effect. Mastery is repetition with feedback. Ever notice how kids get insanely good at video games? It's not magic. It's because they try, fail, adjust, and repeat 100 times an hour. That's the iteration effect. Practice doesn't make perfect. Deliberate, corrected practice makes mastery. Record yourself, notice what's off, tweak, try again, and repeat that cycle until your results make people uncomfortable. Action tip: use the learn, do, review loop. Learn one chunk, do it immediately. Review what sucked. Fix that, repeat. This is the closest thing to a real-life cheat code. Section 3, input is useless without output. Be a creator, not a collector. You don't get stronger by watching someone else lift weights, and you don't get smarter by passively absorbing information. Real learning happens when you use it. Action tip: if you want to remember something, say it, teach it, write it, apply it, and if you can't explain it simply, you don't know it yet. Thanks, Einstein. So next time you watch a video or read a tip, don't just nod and scroll. Pause, test yourself, create something. Make the output louder than the input. Section 4, spaced repetition, how to make memory stick like glue. Your brain is not a hard drive. It forgets things on purpose to make room for what matters. So if you don't remind it, it will delete your hard-earned knowledge like spam mail. Spaced repetition is how to fight the forgetting curve. It's how memory champions can recall thousands of facts, and why cramming the night before an exam is basically intellectual self-sabotage. Action tip: study a concept today, review it tomorrow, then 3 days later, then a week, then 2 weeks. Tools like Anki, RemNote, or even a Google Calendar can make this effortless. Each review locks the info deeper until it becomes autopilot. Section 5, optimize your brain, treat it like a high-performance machine. You can have all the hacks in the world, but if your brain is fried, it won't matter. You wouldn't pour soda in a Ferrari and expect it to win a race. So don't feed your brain junk and expect genius. Here's the real fuel for fast learners. Sleep, 7 to 9 hours. Brain rewiring happens at night. Nutrition, omega-3s, protein, and blueberries are legit study steroids. Movement, walk for 20 minutes. It boosts memory and creative thinking. Focus, turn off notifications. Give yourself 25 minutes of pure work, then break. Hello, Pomodoro. Bonus hack: use music without lyrics, like binaural beats or game soundtracks, to stay in the zone. Wrap it all up like a legend. Learning fast isn't luck, it's strategy. The people who seem like naturals just figured out how to hack the system. Use 80-20 to skip the fluff. Iterate like crazy. Replace passive input with active output. Use spaced repetition to lock it in, and optimize your brain so it can actually perform. This is how you learn anything, so fast it almost feels illegal. But guess what? It's not cheating. It's just smarter learning, with receipts. What's one skill you've been putting off? Something you've told yourself was too hard or not the right time? Drop it in the comments right now. Then pick one of the hacks from this video and start today. Not next week, not next month. Today. And if this helped even a little, smash that like button, hit subscribe, and share this with your smart friends who want to get even smarter. Because this isn't just about learning faster, it's about unlocking the version of you that's been waiting to show off. Stay sharp, stay curious, and keep cheating the system, the smart way. Until next time, study smart, not hard. Ever looked at a topper and thought, how do they do it? Do they have a brain powered by Google? Do they have access to confidential coaching sessions? Is there a chip implanted by Elon Musk? Nope. Here's the truth. They just follow systems that work. There are 6 incredibly simple steps that anyone can follow if they truly desire results. And if you're tired of studying for hours with nothing to show, this video is your new cheat code. Most students treat studying like it's about grinding until your brain melts. But toppers, they treat it like a game. It is a game of strategy. They know the rules. They know where to focus, and they know how to beat the system without burning out. Let's unlock the 6 steps that take you from just passing to topper. That's me. Step 1, study for output, not just input. Imagine trying to learn how to swim by just reading about swimming. It may seem absurd, but that's precisely what passive study is. That's an example of passive study. Just reading, highlighting, rewatching. Even when no one is watching, real toppers study as if they will face a test in 5 minutes. Use active recall. Close the book and recall everything out loud. Try the Feynman technique. Pretend you're teaching it to a 5-year-old. The goal? Force your brain to retrieve, not just absorb. Fun hack. Please create 1-sentence summaries after each topic. If I could only remember one thing from this chapter, what would it be? Step 2, apply the 80-20 rule to your syllabus. The truth is that not every chapter, question, and format in your textbook holds equal importance. Toppers know that some chapters, questions, and formats appear over and over. This accounts for 20% of the results. They don't waste energy trying to memorize obscure definitions that no one asks for. They adopt a detective-like approach. Past year questions, teachers' favorite topics, recurring patterns in exams. Fun hack, create a topper's notebook, only for high-frequency, high-weightage content. Treat it like your exam survival kit. Step 3, study in sprints, not marathons. Your brain isn't a tank. It's more like a ninja, powerful in short bursts. Study in Pomodoro sprints. 30 minutes deep focus, 5 minutes break. Repeat 3 to 4 times, then take a longer break. Toppers don't sit for 5 hours pretending to study. They immerse themselves fully, unleashing their full potential. Then chill without guilt. Mini ritual. Before every sprint, write your 1 mission. Example. Finish Q1 to Q5 on this mock paper. Nothing else. Maintain a laser-like focus and avoid unnecessary distractions. Step 4, test yourself relentlessly. Here's the real flex. Toppers fail more at home, so they don't fail in exams. Most students avoid tests because they're scared of being bad. Toppers chase that discomfort. Use flashcards, verbal Q&A, past paper speed tests under exam conditions. Every test you take is like sharpening your sword before the real battle. Mindset hack. Every test I fail in private equals one I pass in public. Step 5. Optimize your brain, not just your books. Ever tried studying while sleepy, stressed, or starving? Yeah, it doesn't work. Your brain needs fuel, and no, I don't mean just caffeine and stress. I mean, sleep for 7 to 8 hours. Sleep saves memory. 15 to 30 minutes of daily exercise, even walking counts. Actual food, not just instant noodles. Toppers don't burn out every week. They refuel. Weird but true. Walking while explaining notes to yourself boosts memory and energy. Looks weird? Works great. Step 6. Track progress like a gamer. Ever played a game where you level up, unlock stuff, and feel wonderful? That's what studying should feel like. Toppers track their progress. Chapters done. Mock scores. Study streaks. It builds momentum. It creates accountability. Try this. Use a whiteboard or app to check off topics. Sunday is progress review day. Ask, where did I win this week? And what needs fixing? You don't need to study 12 hours a day. You don't need to be born smart. You need to follow a system that works. These 6 steps are simple, but they separate those who dream of being toppers from the ones who actually become one. You've got this. 1 smart step at a time. Want to challenge yourself? Follow just 3 of them for the next 7 days. Track it. Stick to it, and tell me what changed. Hit that like button if you're feeling motivated to excel. Drop your current subject struggle in the comments. I'll reply with a hack. And don't forget to subscribe if you're ready to upgrade your brain, 1 epic video at a time. Until next time, study smart, not hard. You're lounging on the couch, Netflix on, snacks within reach, and you're still crushing your goals. Yeah, you heard that right. What if I told you that you could get ahead in life, hit those big goals, and actually enjoy the journey without overworking yourself to exhaustion? Sound like a fantasy? Welcome to the lazy genius world. We've all been there. Working late, skipping weekends, grinding for hours only to find that success still feels just out of reach. It's like trying to run a marathon with no finish line. Here's the kicker: you don't have to work harder to get more. In fact, working smarter, not harder, is the real secret to success. So if you're ready to stop burning yourself out and start winning without losing your mind or your free time, keep listening. This is the lazy genius way, and I promise it's the easiest way to the top. All right, let's break this down into easy steps that will make you a genius at getting things done without doing all the things. Focus on what's essential. First rule of being a lazy genius: not everything matters. That to-do list? Yeah, 80% of that is probably fluff. Get rid of it. You don't need to do every single thing all the time. So ask yourself, what's the 20% that's going to move the needle the most? Find that and put your energy into it. Stop doing everything for the sake of feeling busy. Just focus on what really makes the difference and cut out the rest. If you don't need to write 5 pages when 1 page will do, don't. You're smarter than that. Batch your work, stop multitasking. You know what's the worst thing you can do when you're trying to be productive? Multitask. Yeah, everyone says it's the future of getting things done. But guess what? It's just a fast track to burnout. Instead, batch it. Group similar tasks together and crush them in one go. Emails, do them in 30 minutes. Grocery shopping, knock it out in one trip. Don't make it a 5-day adventure. This is the lazy genius way. Less switching, more focusing. Rest is productive. Wait, what? Rest is productive? Yup, trust me. You're not a robot, you're a human being. And guess what? We need rest. Don't listen to the hustle all day crowd. When you rest, you recharge. And when you recharge, you're more creative, focused, and ready to conquer the world. So take that nap, binge watch that series, and don't feel guilty about it. Your brain will thank you. Perfect is the enemy of done. If you're waiting for the perfect time, perfect plan, or perfect execution, spoiler alert, you'll never get there. Perfect is a trap. The lazy genius knows that good enough is more than enough. Start now, mess up a little, learn, adjust, and keep moving. It's the difference between sitting there paralyzed with perfectionism or actually getting stuff done. Progress is progress, even if it's messy. Automate and delegate like a boss. Why do everything yourself when you can get others, or robots, to do it for you? That's right. Delegate and automate. Need groceries? Use an app. Need to organize your life? Get some tools like Trello? Want to save time on tasks that don't matter? Hire someone. The lazy genius knows you do not have to do it all yourself. By automating and delegating, you free up your time for the big stuff, the stuff that really matters. So get a robot or a person to do the small tasks while you work on the big ones. Look, I'm not saying you should just quit everything, throw on your pajamas and pretend you're working. Though, honestly, that sounds kind of awesome. But imagine hitting your goals without losing your weekends, your health, or your sanity. The lazy genius doesn't work harder, they work smarter. You can have it all: success, relaxation, and maybe even some ice cream while you're at it. If you stop stressing over the little things, you'll actually have more time for the big things. Here's the catch. If you keep grinding away, burning yourself out, and pushing yourself beyond your limits, you'll get to your goal, but it won't feel like a victory. You'll feel exhausted, resentful, and like you've been in a race that never ends. But if you choose to embrace the lazy genius way, you'll hit those big goals and actually enjoy the ride. It's about finding balance, prioritizing what's important, and using your energy wisely. You deserve success without the stress, and you can do it the lazy genius way. Stop buying into the myth that hard work means constant hustle. Real success is about working smarter, focusing on what truly matters and letting go of the rest. The lazy genius doesn't work hard for the sake of it. They work in a way that makes everything easier. So what's the next step? Find your 20%, batch your work, take a break, and stop waiting for perfection. Get out there and achieve big things without breaking a sweat. Now, go ahead and hit that like button if you're ready to take the lazy genius approach to life. And drop a comment below with the first thing you're going to automate, delegate, or focus on to make your life a whole lot easier. Trust me, you've got this. Success, here you come. What if I told you there's a country where students study so intensely, they turn libraries into battlegrounds and still bow politely before crushing exams? Welcome to Japan. Speed learning isn't just a trend, it's a way of life here, but don't worry. You won't need to wake up at 4 a.m. or eat rice balls in silence. This is the easy mode, and yes, it works. Let's hack your brain, Japanese style. Most of us study like this. Open book, scroll phone, daydream about snacks, cry, repeat. Meanwhile, Japanese students are mastering entire textbooks with methods so sharp they feel illegal. So, what's the difference? Is it culture? Discipline? Are the spirits of the samurai whispering answers? Kind of, but also, they just study smarter. They've built a system around focus, flow, and consistency. Let's decode it and then steal it. Part 1. Study rituals are sacred. In Japan, students adhere to rigorous daily rituals. They follow strict daily rituals, even writing their tasks in beautifully organized planners. Their schedules aren't optional, they're sacred. Why? Willpower is weak, but habits are strong. It's like brushing your teeth. You don't argue with it, you just do it. Easy mode hack. Create a study ritual stack. Same time, same desk, same drink. Matcha, anyone? Same study playlist. Make it automatic. The more boring it is, the better it works. Part 2. Kaizen tiny improvements. Kaizen equals constant self-improvement. No burnout, no perfection. There are only small daily improvements to be made. Example: Japanese students don't revise the whole book at once. They take small chunks, master them, and build up like Lego blocks. Easy mode hack. Break study into micro goals. Track your progress, apps, journal, whiteboard. Celebrate wins, even small ones. When you stack those 1% gains, they compound like crazy. Part 3. Intense focus blocks, shuchu time. Shuchu, which means concentrated attention, is where the real magic occurs. Japanese students often do 45 to 50-minute blocks of full focus, followed by short breaks. Some high schools even run silent study hours, no talking, no texting, just pure grind mode. Easy mode hack. Level up your Pomodoro with this upgrade. 50 minutes on, 10 minutes off. Use the 10-minute break to move, breathe, or snack, not scroll. Bonus tip. Use the Forest app or a Pomodoro timer with Japanese lo-fi beats. Ambient Tokyo Cafe vibes equals a brain boost. Part 4. Learn by teaching, Juku style. Japan has cram schools called Juku, where students teach and test each other. They actively debate answers, explain formulas, and solve problems out loud. Talking through ideas helps lock them into long-term memory. Easy mode hack. Start your own micro Juku with friends. Once a week, take turns teaching a chapter to the group. Or just film yourself explaining a topic. You don't need an audience. Your brain is listening. Part 5. Systems over motivation. Japanese students don't wait for motivation. They build systems. Timetables, flashcard routines, morning reviews, end-of-day recaps. They automate discipline. Easy mode hack. Use the 3-box method. Box 1, new information. Box 2, learning stage. Box 3, review stage. Rotate your material daily. There is no need for motivation. Just follow the boxes. Part 6, respect for learning. Here's the core mindset shift. In Japan, learning isn't a chore. It's a duty. We respect even failure because effort is honorable. While some students fake confidence, Japanese students embrace the grind. Their culture teaches doryoku equals effort is greater than talent. Easy mode hack. Every time you feel like quitting, repeat a simple mantra. This effort is building the future me. You should jot it down on a piece of paper. Put it on your wall. Live it. Let's break it down one last time. Build a sacred study ritual. Practice Kaizen, daily micro improvements. Use shuchu sprints, deep focus time. Teach to lock in learning. Build systems, not just motivation. Respect the process. Honor the grind. You don't need to be Japanese to study like one. Just copy what works, remix it your way, and level up quickly. This button is your shortcut. This is the easy mode. Next time someone asks, "Bro, how do you study like that?" Look them directly in the eye and ask, "Japanese mode." Japanese mode activated. If you loved this video, share it with someone who needs to study redemption. Click the like button as if you've just aced a test. Don't forget to subscribe as our journey is just beginning. Your brain deserves the best version of you, and this channel is your training ground. Let's go. Until next time, study smart, not hard. You've got 7 days until the exam. Your syllabus is longer than a Marvel movie timeline. Your brain, scrambled. And your motivation? Somewhere between, I'll start tomorrow, and maybe I'll just drop out and become a monk. But here's the thing. You don't need 6 months. You need a system. In this video, I'm handing you a 7-day crash course survival plan that's backed by cognitive science, productivity hacks, and a sprinkle of chaos energy. Welcome to Study Like a Maniac mode. Day 1. Strategic setup, map the war zone. Your brain loves clarity. Panic comes from uncertainty. So the first day is all about control. Step 1. Syllabus breakdown. Write down everything you need to study. Highlight high-weightage chapters. Ask teachers, check past papers, or spy on toppers. Step 2. Apply the 80-20 rule. Focus on the 20% of topics that show up in 80% of the exam questions. Ignore that one obscure chapter on the history of boring stuff, unless it's definitely on the test. Step 3. Create a battle plan. Use a 7-day planner. Allocate topics by day. Slot in 2 major topics plus 2 mini topics per day. Don't overschedule. You're not Iron Man. Tools. Notion. Google Sheets. Study apps like My Study Life or Focus To Do. Day 2 to 3. Intake mode. Feed the brain, not just the eyes. This is where most people mess up. They read, highlight, and forget everything. Why? Because passive reading equals passive forgetting. Instead, use active recall plus spaced repetition. Active recall techniques. Close the book and write down everything you remember. Create flashcards or use apps like Anki or RemNote. Try the blurting method, dump out what you know on paper, then check gaps. Spaced repetition rule of thumb. Review on day 1, then again on day 3, 5, and 7. This taps into the Ebbinghaus forgetting curve and beats forgetting like a boss. Bonus. Use dual coding. Combine text plus visuals. Draw diagrams, mind maps, or color-coded notes. Studying equals working out for your brain. If you're not mentally sweating, you're not growing. Day 4 to 5. Output phase. Become a teaching monster. Now you flip from learning to doing. The Feynman technique. Pick a topic. Explain it like you're teaching a 5-year-old. Find gaps. Relearn and simplify. Talk out loud. Record yourself. Teach your dog. You'll retain twice as much by teaching than by reading. Mock tests. Grab past papers. Do timed sessions. This builds speed plus confidence. Review mistakes ruthlessly. Don't fear red ink. Learn from it. Testing yourself is called the testing effect, and it's one of the most powerful ways to lock in knowledge. Day 6, rewire and reinforce. Consolidate like a pro. Today is about sealing your memory like Tupperware. Review flashcards, revise notes in bullet form, revisit your weak spots. Do a quick 5 to 10 minute meditation. Lower stress equals higher recall. No new topics. Don't get FOMO and open that one untouched chapter. You're sharpening your sword, not forging a new one. Sleep is non-negotiable. During deep sleep, your hippocampus literally uploads short-term memory into long-term storage. Skimping on sleep equals deleting files from your brain. Day 7, simulation day. Become the final boss. You made it. Now it's time for the final rehearsal. Do a full-length mock test with timer, no distractions, exam environment, desk, silence, snacks optional. Afterward, check. What topics still feel shaky? What's your accuracy rate? Are you finishing on time? Use binaural beats or lo-fi music for focus while reviewing. Study shows they boost concentration by up to 30%. And remember to eat brain-friendly foods. Omega-3s, nuts, eggs. Complex carbs, bananas, oats. Hydration. Water is greater than energy drinks. You don't have to be born smart, you just need to study smart. In 7 days, you can rewire how you learn, memorize faster, retain better. Walk into your exam with calm confidence. You didn't just cram, you trained, you transformed. And if anyone asks how you pulled it off, just say, I studied like a maniac. A very organized, sleep-scheduled, science-backed maniac. Hit that like button if your brain's now on fire. And comment below, What's your go-to study hack when there's no time left? I read every comment, and your tip might just save someone's grade. For more study power-ups, brain hacks, and chaos-fueled motivation, subscribe and turn on the bell. This channel is for the ones who don't give up, even when it's day one and the book's still in the plastic wrap. Now go break some mental records. Until next time, study smart, not hard. First impressions happen fast. Research says people judge you within 7 seconds of meeting you. Mess it up, and it's like trying to fix a bad Wi-Fi signal. Frustrating and unreliable. Whether it's a job interview, a date, meeting a new friend, or networking with important people, leaving a strong first impression isn't about being perfect. It's about making them feel comfortable, intrigued, and wanting to see you again. Let's break down the science-backed and psychology-driven hacks to impress anyone instantly without overthinking it. Walk in like you belong, the power of confident energy. People judge confidence before words. Even before you say hi, your body language, posture, and movement send signals. How to project confidence instantly? Stand tall. Keep your back straight, shoulders slightly pulled back. Good posture not only makes you look self-assured, but also releases dopamine, the feel-good hormone. Walk with purpose. A relaxed but steady pace. Not rushed, not too slow. Maintain natural eye contact. Glance at the person every few seconds, but don't stare like a malfunctioning robot. Breathe deeply before entering. It reduces nervousness and slows your heartbeat, making you feel instantly calmer. Bonus hack. If you're nervous, do the power pose for 2 minutes before meeting someone. Stand with your feet shoulder width apart, hands on hips, like Superman, and take deep breaths. Science shows this reduces cortisol, stress hormone, and increases testosterone, confidence hormone. The golden rule of first impressions: make it about them. People don't remember what you say as much as how you make them feel. Want them to walk away thinking, wow, I really like this person? Here's the trick. Shift the focus onto them. How to make someone feel instantly comfortable. Use their name early in the conversation. Nice to meet you, Alex. Give them your full attention. No looking at your phone or scanning the room. Make them feel like they're the only person there. Ask engaging questions that go beyond small talk. Instead of, what do you do? Try, what do you love most about what you do? Instead of, how was your weekend? Try, did anything exciting happen this week? Listen actively. Nod, react appropriately, and repeat key points they mention. Bonus hack. People love hearing their name. It triggers the brain's pleasure centers. Use it sparingly but strategically. Instead of, hey, nice to meet you, say, hey, nice to meet you, Sarah. Master the art of the perfect greeting, handshake or alternative. Your first physical interaction, whether a handshake, wave, or nod, sets the tone for the conversation. How to nail it. Handshake. Firm but not crushing. Hold for about 2 to 3 seconds while maintaining eye contact. Meeting a friend or casual acquaintance? A confident nod or a warm smile works best. Cultural differences matter. In some cultures, handshakes are the norm. In others, a slight bow or even avoiding direct physical contact is more appropriate. Bonus hack. Match their energy level. If they go for an enthusiastic handshake, mirror it. If they're more relaxed, stay cool and composed. This subconsciously builds rapport. Talk less, listen more, the 70-30 rule. Here's the paradox. The less you talk, the more people like you. Why? Because people love feeling heard. How to apply the 70-30 rule. Let them talk 70% of the time. Ask engaging questions and listen. When you speak, be concise and engaging. Use echoing. Repeat keywords they say to show you're actively listening. Example. Them. I just got back from Japan. You. Japan? That's amazing. What was your favorite part? Bonus hack. If you want to instantly build trust, nod slightly when they speak. This makes them feel understood and validated. Body language that screams, I'm cool and confident. 93% of communication is nonverbal. People don't just listen to your words. They watch your body language. Body language do's and don'ts. Do, keep your hands visible. Hiding them makes you look untrustworthy. Do lean in slightly when they talk. This shows engagement. Do mirror their gestures subtly. Not mimicking, just matching their vibe. Don't cross your arms. It makes you seem closed off. Don't fidget or look around nervously. Stay present. End on a high note. How to be remembered. People remember the beginning and the end of an interaction the most. How to leave a strong, lasting impression. Wrap up with a positive comment. It was great meeting you. I'd love to continue this conversation. If it's a networking event or professional setting, express appreciation. I really enjoyed our chat. Thanks for your time. Walk away confidently. Don't linger awkwardly. The secret sauce, authenticity over perfection. Here's the real secret. People don't want perfect. They want real. Trying too hard feels fake. Instead, focus on being present in the moment, showing genuine curiosity about the other person, staying relaxed and natural. Final bonus. If you feel nervous, flip the script in your mind. Instead of thinking, I hope they like me, think, I wonder if I'll like them. This removes pressure and makes you more relaxed. Final takeaway, first impressions cheat sheet. 1. Walk in with confidence, good posture, steady pace, relaxed eye contact. 2. Use their name and find common ground. 3. Master your greeting, firm handshake, natural smile. 4. Follow the 70-30 rule. Listen more, talk less. 5. Body language matters. Open, engaged, and mirroring their vibe. 6th, end on a high note. Positive closing, smooth exit. 7. Be authentic. People like realness over perfection. Your challenge. Try one of these in your next meeting and see the difference. Which one worked best for you? Drop a comment. I'd love to hear. And hey, if you want more game-changing life hacks, hit that subscribe button. Let's keep leveling up together. Ever feel like your brain is running on 2% battery? Like you sit down to study or work, but your focus evaporates faster than your motivation on a Monday morning? What if I told you that boosting your brain power is as easy as playing a game, staring at a candle, or even chewing gum? Sounds too good to be true? Well, today we're unlocking 6 ridiculously simple brain exercises that can help you. Think faster. Goodbye, mental fog. Remember more. No more "what was I saying" moments. Focus like a monk, even in a noisy room. And the best part? No boring textbooks or impossible habits required. Let's dive in. Number 1, the 5-minute brain warm-up. Trick your brain into focus mode. Your brain is like Wi-Fi. Some days it loads at 5G speeds. Other days, dial up. And if you don't warm it up properly, your focus will be all over the place. Try this. Before tackling any mentally demanding task, do a quick brain warm-up. Here's a 2-step exercise. Step 1, the 5-4-3-2-1 game. Look around and name 5 things you see, 4 things you hear, 3 things you can touch, 2 things you can smell, 1 thing you can taste. Why it works. This forces your brain into present moment awareness, switching it from autopilot mode to full focus mode. Step 2, speed read something random. Grab any book, article, or even a cereal box. Read 1 paragraph out loud as fast as you can. Repeat with another paragraph, but slower. Why it works. This wakes up your processing speed and helps your brain adjust to absorbing information quickly. Pause here and try this warm-up right now. Let me know in the comments how it feels. Number 2, the dual N-back game, the ultimate memory workout. If your memory is worse than a goldfish's, this one's for you. Scientists found that playing the dual N-back game can increase your IQ and improve working memory. How it works. You see a sequence of shapes and hear a sequence of sounds. Your job, remember what you saw, just heard 2 turns ago. Sounds easy, but it's surprisingly challenging, and that's the point. It forces your brain to hold and manipulate information in real time, just like a muscle getting stronger with weights. Want to try? Just search Dual N-back in the App Store or Play Store. It's free. Number 3, the 3-minute focus drill. Train your brain like a monk. Your attention span is shrinking. Blame TikTok, social media, or modern life. But the average person now struggles to focus for more than 8 seconds, less than a goldfish. Fix it with this exercise. Grab a candle or a digital timer if you don't want fire hazards. Stare at the flame for 3 minutes straight. If your mind drifts, gently bring it back. Why it works. This builds attentional endurance. So when you actually need to focus, studying, working, reading, your brain doesn't give up after 30 seconds. Bonus. If candles feel too dramatic, try focusing on your breath instead. Same effect, fewer fire hazards. Number 4, the memory palace hack. Store information like a genius. Ever forget someone's name 5 seconds after meeting them? That's because your brain doesn't store random information well. It needs a system. The memory palace technique is how Sherlock Holmes memorizes entire crime scenes. And get this, real-life memory champions use it to memorize thousands of numbers. words, and facts. How to use it. Pick a place you know well, your house, school, or favorite cafe. Attach information to specific locations inside it. Whenever you need to recall something, walk through your mental house. Example, your front door, the periodic table, your fridge, the math formula you keep forgetting, your bathroom mirror, your history dates. Why it works. Your brain remembers places better than random facts, so pairing the two together makes recall effortless. Number 5, the 20-second dopamine trick. Make studying addictive. Your brain loves dopamine. That's why it craves scrolling, gaming, and junk food. But what if you could hijack dopamine to make studying just as addictive? Try this. Before studying, do something fun for 20 seconds. Play your favorite song. Do 10 jumping jacks. Eat a piece of chocolate. Then start your task immediately. Why it works. Your brain links the fun thing with the boring thing, so studying starts to feel enjoyable instead of painful. Use this trick, and your brain will start craving deep work like it craves Netflix. Sneaky, right? Number 6, the 10-minute thinking challenge. Unlock genius-level ideas. Einstein came up with the theory of relativity while staring out of a window. Steve Jobs took long walks to solve problems. Coincidence? Nope. Your best ideas come when your brain is free to think, not when it's overloaded with distractions. Try this. Set a 10-minute timer. Stare at a blank wall, out a window, or just sit still. Let your thoughts wander, but don't check your phone. Why it works. Forces your brain to slow down and think deeply. Increases creative problem solving. Helps you connect random ideas into something brilliant. Warning, you might unlock genius-level ideas. Don't blame me if you suddenly invent the next big thing. Final takeaway, train your brain, change your life. Your brain isn't fixed, it's a muscle. The more you train it, the stronger it gets. Here's your brain upgrade plan. 1. Do a 5-minute warm-up before focusing. 2. Play dual N back for 10 minutes a day. 3. Use the candle drill to improve attention span. 4. Memorize things with the memory palace. 5. Hack dopamine to make studying feel fun. 6. Take 10 minutes a day to just think. Try just one of these today, and I promise, you'll feel your brain firing up like a supercomputer. Which one are you trying first? Drop a comment below. I read them all. And if you want more brain hacks that actually work, hit that subscribe button. Let's turn your brain into an unstoppable learning machine. Until next time, train smart, not hard. Ever wish you could actually want to study? Imagine craving textbooks the way you crave scrolling TikTok or watching just one more episode of your favorite show. Sounds impossible, right? That's what I thought too, until I hacked my brain into loving studying. No, I didn't meditate in a cave for 5 years or drink some magical productivity tea. I just used science to rewire my brain. And now I'm handing those tricks over to you. These are 6 hacks that make your brain crave studying like it's a guilty pleasure. Step 1. Dopamine hijack. Make studying as addictive as social media. Your brain is a dopamine junkie. It craves instant rewards. Scrolling TikTok, checking notifications, binge watching YouTube. So instead of fighting it, we trick it into loving studying. Here's how to hijack your dopamine system. Temptation bundling. Pair studying with something you already love. Only listen to your favorite playlist while studying. Only drink your favorite coffee or snack during study sessions. Only sit in your favorite cozy spot if you're actually working. Your brain starts linking studying with good vibes. Before you know it, you're hooked. Mini rewards. Trick your brain into craving study wins. Every time you finish a chapter, eat a piece of chocolate. Get through 30 minutes, scroll for 3 minutes, then get back. Use an app timer to keep it strict. Use a physical to-do list and check things off. The dopamine hit is real. The trick is instant gratification. Your brain needs to see the rewards to stay addicted. Step 2. The one more thing effect. Trick yourself into studying longer. Ever told yourself, just one more episode, and suddenly it's 3 a.m.? We're flipping that script. Instead of saying, I have to study for 3 hours, try this. I'll just do 1 page. Boom! Your brain relaxes because it doesn't feel forced. But once you start, it's way easier to keep going. Bonus hack. End your study session midway through something interesting. Your brain will itch to continue. Just like stopping a Netflix episode at a cliffhanger, you won't be able to resist picking it back up. Step 3. Gamify it because your brain loves winning. Why are video games addictive? Constant progress, rewards, and levels. So let's turn studying into a game. XP point system. Give yourself study points every session. 10 XP for completing a Pomodoro session. 50 XP for finishing a chapter. 100 XP for acing a test. At 500 XP, reward yourself with a treat. A movie night, a fancy coffee, whatever works. Level up your studies. Track your progress like a video game leaderboard. Make a study streak calendar and never break the chain. Use apps like Forest, Grow Trees while you focus, or Habitica. Turn studying into a real-life RPG. Beat the timer. Race against the clock. Set a 25-minute timer and challenge yourself. How much can I finish before time runs out? Your brain will love the rush of a challenge. Step 4, the brainwash yourself method. Make studying feel like your identity. Why do gym lovers actually love the gym? Because they don't just go to the gym, they call themselves gym people. Your identity shapes your habits. So instead of saying, I have to study, say, I'm the type of person who loves learning. It sounds small, but your brain starts believing it. More ways to brainwash yourself into loving studying. Tell people, I actually enjoy studying. Yes, even if you're lying at first. Change your phone wallpaper to something nerdy. Sounds dumb, but it works. Follow study influencers on YouTube, or TikTok. Your feed influences your mindset. Once studying becomes part of your identity, it becomes automatic. Step 5, make boredom your superpower. Here's a secret. Social media is ruining your focus. If studying feels boring, it's not you. It's TikTok frying your dopamine receptors. How do we fix it? Dopamine detox. Before studying, take 30 minutes away from distractions. No phone, no scrolling. Your brain resets and suddenly studying feels fun again. Use the boredom trick. Before you study, sit in silence for 5 minutes. Your brain will get so bored it wants something to do. Boom, time to study. Low dopamine mornings. Avoid social media right after waking up. If the first thing your brain gets is Instagram dopamine, studying will feel even more boring later. This hack reprograms your brain to find studying naturally rewarding. Final takeaway, your study addiction blueprint. Here's your 6-step formula to rewire your brain into loving studying. 1. Hack dopamine. Pair studying with instant rewards. 2. Start tiny. 1 page, 1 sentence, 1 question. 3. Gamify it. XP points, streaks, and timers. 4. Rewire identity. Start seeing yourself as a study person. 5. Detox distractions. Reset your brain to enjoy deep focus. 6. Embrace boredom. Make your brain crave studying. Try just one of these today and watch how your motivation changes. Your next move. Comment below which trick you're going to try. I actually read every comment. Subscribe because next time we're going even deeper into brain hacks that make studying effortless. Share this video with someone who still thinks studying is boring. They'll thank you in fluent French. Until next time, study smart, not hard. You're trying to focus, and suddenly your brain becomes a chaotic group chat. What if I fail this test? Did I leave the stove on? Remember that embarrassing thing from 5 years ago? Let's relive that for no reason. Sound familiar? Welcome to overthinking mode, where your brain turns into a 24/7 talk show you didn't ask for. Why we lose control? Here's the brutal truth. Most people don't actually control their minds. Their minds control them. Hijacking focus, triggering stress, and replaying awkward conversations from 2018 on loop like a broken TikTok. I've been there, staring at the ceiling at 2 a.m., mentally replaying every cringy thing I said in 8th grade. It's exhausting. But what if I told you you can shut down overthinking mode and switch into focus beast mode, even if your brain loves drama? Whether you're stressed about exams, stuck in decision paralysis, or overthinking every text you send, these mind hacks are about to change the game. Let's break down how to switch from overthinking mode to focus beast mode, step by step. The 5-second rule. Stop overthinking before it starts. Your brain loves to overthink when you hesitate. The longer you wait, the louder your thoughts get. The rule. The second you feel yourself overthinking, count 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 and just do something. Stand up. Write the first sentence. Send the risky text. Doesn't matter what, just move. Why it works. It interrupts the overthinking spiral before it can take over. You can't overthink and act at the same time. Your brain has to pick one. Pro tip. Use this for everything. Starting homework, workouts, even confessing your crush. It's like a mental eject button. The thought dump. Empty your brain's trash folder. Ever had 57 tabs open on your computer and it freezes? That's your brain when you overthink. The fix. Do a brain dump. Grab paper or your notes app and write down every single thought bouncing around your head. No filter. Worries, to-do lists, random ideas, dump it all. Why it works. Your brain treats written thoughts as handled. Once it's on paper, your mind doesn't have to keep replaying them. Pro tip. After your brain dump, pick 3 priorities. Everything else? Not today's problem. The 80-20 rule for worries. Most of it doesn't matter. Here's the truth. 80% of what you overthink will never actually happen. The mental filter. Ask yourself, what's the actual worst-case scenario here? Will this even matter in a week, a month, a year? What's the one thing I can control right now? Most of your mental energy is wasted on imaginary problems. Focus on the 20% of thoughts that actually matter and let the rest go. The timer method. Give your brain a deadline. Your brain loves to wander when it thinks you have infinite time. The overthinking timer. Hack. Step 1. Set a 10-minute timer. Step 2. For 10 minutes, you're allowed to overthink as much as you want. Step 3. When the timer ends, you're done. No more mental spirals allowed. Why it works. It quarantines overthinking so it doesn't infect your whole day. Your brain loves boundaries. Give it one. Pro tip. After your overthinking session, do a physical reset. Clean your desk, take a walk, anything that moves your body. Movement equals mental reset. The focus trigger. Build a mental on-off switch. Ever notice how your brain knows it's time to sleep when you lie in bed? That's called a habit trigger. And you can create one for focus too. The trick. Pick a focus ritual. Light a candle, put on a certain playlist, sit in a specific chair, and only do it when you want to focus. Over time, your brain will link that trigger with focus time. And overthinking won't even show up to the party. Pro tip. The simpler, the better. Even something as small as putting on a specific hoodie can become your focus signal. The real MVP. Sleep plus movement equals instant brain reset. Fun fact. Your brain's garbage disposal system runs while you sleep. If you're not sleeping enough, your brain literally can't clear the clutter, which makes overthinking worse. On top of that, even a 10-minute walk can clear out mental fog and lower stress hormones. Ask yourself, have I slept enough? Have I moved today? If not, your brain's acting up because it's exhausted, not because you're broken. Your overthinking survival kit. Here's your 6-step cheat sheet to take back control of your mind. 1. 5-second rule. Act before your brain starts drama. 2. Thought dump. Empty your brain's clutter. 3. 80-20 rule. Focus on what actually matters. 4. Overthinking timer. Give your brain permission to spiral, but only for 10 minutes. 5. Focus trigger. Build your personal focus ritual. 6. Sleep, movement, free brain upgrades. Your challenge, try one today. Here's your challenge. Try one of these hacks today and see how your brain reacts. Comment below which one worked best for you. And if your brain actually behaves, I'll personally reply with a gold star emoji. And if you're ready to master your mind and finally shut down overthinking mode, hit that subscribe button because you're about to become the boss of your brain. Until next time, think smart, not hard. Just 5 more minutes, you tell yourself. Suddenly, it's 2 hours later, and you've watched a dozen cat videos, scrolled through every social media feed, and your study goals? Nowhere in sight. Sound familiar? We've all been there. But what if you could cut your screen time by 80% without feeling like you're missing out? Ready to take back your time? Let's go. Step 1. Face the truth. Track your usage. Before you can fix the problem, you need to know how bad it is. Check your screen time stats. Warning, it might be horrifying, but that's good. You need that wake-up call. Your hack. Use apps like Digital Wellbeing, Android, or Screen Time, iPhone. Write down your daily average. Awareness is step 1 toward change. Bonus hack. Set a phone wallpaper that says, "Do you really need to check this?" It's like a mini intervention every time you pick up your device. Step 2. Use the barrier method. Make it harder to procrastinate. Your brain loves easy dopamine, so make distractions harder to access. Your hacks. Move tempting apps. Hide social media apps in folders 3 swipes deep. Out of sight, out of mind. Grayscale mode. Switch your phone to black and white. Without the colorful dopamine hits, scrolling loses its charm. App blockers. Use apps like Forest, Stay Focused, or Freedom to limit usage. Schedule strict off hours for social media. Pro tip. Replace your lock screen with a motivational quote like, "Is this helping your future self?" Step 3. The dopamine swap. Replace, don't just remove. Cutting screen time without alternatives equals boredom, and boredom sends you straight back to your phone. The fix? Swap dopamine sources. Healthy alternatives. Listen to podcasts or audiobooks while relaxing. Keep a fidget toy, stress ball, or sketch pad nearby. Start a quick hobby. Juggling, drawing, or even learning a musical instrument. Move your body. Quick stretches, a walk, or 10 push-ups. Make it easy. Place a book or puzzle where you usually scroll. Step 4. Schedule tech breaks. Yes, you're allowed. Going cold turkey rarely works. Instead, schedule specific times for screen use. Your hack. Try the 30-10 rule. Study or work for 30 minutes, then allow a 10-minute tech break. Use an app timer to keep it strict. Bonus. Set alarms labeled, break over. Get back to it. Your future self will thank you. Step 5. Make your environment work for you. Your surroundings influence your habits. Create a phone-free zone for focus. Your hacks. Put your phone in another room while studying. Use a basic alarm clock instead of your phone for waking up. Charge your devices away from your bed to avoid late-night scrolling. Keep study areas clutter-free. Less clutter equals fewer distractions. Step 6. Social accountability. Don't go solo. Everything's easier with support. Tell friends or family about your screen time goals. Your hack. Join a Study With Me live stream to stay accountable. Create a friendly challenge with a friend. Who can stay off Instagram longer today? Winner gets bragging rights and maybe a treat. Use group chats for motivation, not mindless scrolling. Step 7. Night mode. Wind down without screens. Screens before bed wreck your sleep and keep you in a scroll hole. Your hacks. Set a no-screen rule 1 hour before bed. Switch to warm light filters. Night shift on iPhone, blue light filter on Android. Try nighttime alternatives. Reading, journaling, or deep breathing. Keep your phone out of reach to prevent late-night temptations. Step 8. Reconnect with offline joys. Remember what life was like before endless scrolling? Time to bring it back. Offline ideas. Cook something new. Meet friends face to face. Crazy, right? Go outside, walk, run, or just soak up the sun. Explore a new hobby or rediscover an old one. Step 9. Use micro goals to build momentum. Start small. Going from 5 hours to 30 minutes a day is tough. Shave off time gradually. Your plan. Week 1. Reduce by 30 minutes. Week 2. Cut another 30 minutes. Week 3. Aim for a 2-hour max. Week 4. Hit your 80% reduction goal. Celebrate each win without using your phone as a reward. Step 10. Reward yourself because you deserve it. Positive reinforcement works wonders. Ideas. Treat yourself to a favorite snack or a guilt-free episode after hitting your screen goal. Save up the time you would have wasted to binge a movie or enjoy a day out. Track your progress with a calendar and reward streaks. Cutting screen time isn't about punishment. It's about freeing up space for things that genuinely make you happy. Imagine all you can do with those extra hours. Better grades, new skills, more energy, or just peace of mind. Your challenge. Turn off your phone right now for just 30 minutes. Do anything offline. See how it feels. You might love the freedom. If you found this helpful, smash that like button, subscribe for more life-changing hacks, and share it with someone glued to their phone right now. Yes, we all know that person. And remember, you control your screen. Don't let it control you. Until next time, focus up, live fully. I'll start studying in 5 minutes. You're still on YouTube, watching baby goats in pajamas. No judgment. Those goats are adorable. But your test isn't going to ace itself. Procrastination is like quicksand. The more you struggle with it, the deeper you sink. Unless you know the hacks. Ready to trick your brain into beast mode? Let's dive in. Step 1. Make studying so easy it's hard not to start. Your brain hates big, scary tasks. So shrink them. I'll study for just 2 minutes. Sounds ridiculous. That's the point. 2 minutes feels harmless, so you start. And once you do, momentum kicks in. Psychologists call this the Zeigarnik effect. Your brain hates unfinished tasks, so you'll want to keep going. 2 minutes of math could magically turn into 30. And yes, that's way cooler than it sounds. Bonus hack. Say out loud, I'm just opening my book. Not studying, just opening. Low pressure entry, big results. Step 2. The dopamine decor trick. Make studying rewarding. Your brain chases dopamine, the feel-good chemical. Social media gives you instant hits. Studying, not so much. Let's fix that. Your hack. Pair studying with something you love. Only drink your favorite drink while studying. Play chill background music or nature sounds. Binaural beats can boost focus. Science says so. Light a scented candle you only use when studying. Smells trigger memory. Yep, your brain's got a nose memory bank. This way, your brain starts thinking, hey, studying equals good vibes. It's psychological conditioning, like Pavlov's dog, but you're the genius getting the treats. Step 3. Use the deadline panic effect minus the meltdown. Why do we suddenly become productivity superheroes hours before a deadline? Stress floods us with adrenaline and focus hormones. But stress also sucks, so let's skip that part. Your hack. Set a 25-minute timer, Pomodoro technique, and tell yourself, I'll race the clock. Studies show urgency fires up your prefrontal cortex, your brain's CEO for focus. Level up. Make it a game. Can I finish 5 questions before the timer buzzes? Yes, you can. Step 4, the 5 senses focus hack. Spies use sensory triggers to boost memory. Why not you? Engaging multiple senses helps your brain lock in information faster. Smell, chew mint gum, or sniff essential oils. Cinnamon and rosemary boost memory. Science approved. Sound, white noise or lo-fi beats keep distractions out. Sight, use colorful pens or highlight key points in neon shades. Your brain loves visual cues. Taste, that snack waiting after you finish. Pure motivation. Mix senses and watch your brain light up like a Christmas tree. Step 5, active procrastination. Wait, what? Here's an interesting idea. Use procrastination to your advantage. Instead of fighting it, try doing something productive while avoiding the main task. For example, if you can't study chemistry, organize your notes, clean your desk, or review flashcards. Why it works? Your brain hates being idle. By doing a less intimidating task, you stay productive without the resistance that comes with the main task. It's like tricking your brain into action. Step 6, the 10-minute mental download. Break your study sessions into 10-minute bursts on different topics. This method, called interleaving, forces your brain to switch gears, improving retention. Example, 10 minutes of math, 10 minutes of history, 10 minutes of science. Your brain cross-trains like an athlete. Faster learning, less boredom. Win-win. Step 7, plan tomorrow tonight. Decisions drain willpower. Plan your next day's study goals before bed. Studies show this reduces stress and boosts morning focus. Write down 3 specific tasks, not vague stuff like study math. Go for solve 10 algebra problems. Lay out your study materials. Wake up feeling like a productivity ninja. Step 8, the power of accountability. One of the best ways to stay motivated is by having someone else hold you accountable. When you share your study goals with a friend, family member, or classmate, you feel more responsible for sticking to your plans. Even better, joining a study group or finding a study buddy can give you that extra push to stay on track. The thought of someone checking in on your progress or knowing you'll have to report back can help you focus and work harder. Pro tip, use apps like Study With Me or join online study communities to stay connected and motivated. Step 9, break the perfectionism trap. Perfectionism can be a major roadblock. Remember, done is better than perfect. Set realistic standards and allow yourself to make mistakes. Mindset shift. Focus on progress, not perfection. Every small step counts. Step 10, celebrate small wins. Reward yourself for completing tasks. It could be a small treat, a short break, or even a quick dance party. Celebrating small wins keeps you motivated and reinforces positive behavior. Idea, create a reward chart and give yourself a star for each task completed. Collect stars to earn bigger rewards. Motivation is unreliable, systems aren't. Waiting to feel motivated is like waiting for rain in the desert. Take action first, motivation follows. Small steps, science-backed tricks, and a sprinkle of humor can make studying less of a chore and more of a win. Your challenge, pick one hack and try it right now. Not later, not after this scroll. Now you got this. Hit that like button if this helped. Subscribe for more brain-boosting tips and share with someone who needs this. Yes, your procrastinating friend who's watching goat videos again. And remember, procrastination might be clever, but you're smarter. Until next time, study smart, not hard. What if I told you there's a way to learn 10 times faster without textbooks, without flashcards, and without even trying? The CIA used these exact methods to train their spies, and today, I'm handing them over to you. Forget boring study routines. These spies could master new languages in weeks and memorize entire files in minutes. And guess what? You don't need a secret handler or a black budget to hack your brain the same way. Welcome to Easy Mode. Step 1, sleep learning. Yes, really. Imagine this. You're sleeping and your brain is secretly downloading knowledge like an automatic update. That's exactly how the Soviets trained their spies to learn languages in record time. They used hypno-learning by syncing agents' brains to theta waves, that sweet, hazy zone between awake and asleep, where your brain absorbs everything without even trying. Your version. Before bed, hit up theta wave tracks, 4 hertz on YouTube. Play them while you review Spanish verbs, math formulas, or even history facts. Bonus hack, snap your fingers mid-session. Make it your focus trigger. Next time you're scrolling Instagram, snap and bam. Your brain snaps back to study mode, and it's like a cheat code for concentration. Step 2, neuropriming, learning in chaos. CIA agents aren't trained in libraries, they're trained in war zones. Gunfire, sirens, chaos. And here's the kicker, they learn better under pressure. Your brain doesn't need silence to learn. It needs to train in chaos to get better at ignoring distractions. Your hack. Set up cafe noise or play background sounds, coffee shop street noise, and add an alarm every 7 minutes. Start quiet, then increase the chaos every few days. Why? Because your brain gets better at tuning out distractions. Soon, you'll be studying while the world is burning around you, or at least while your roommate's blasting music. If you're loving these hacks so far, hit that like button and let me know in the comments which one you're most excited to try. And don't forget to subscribe. We've got even more mind-blowing tips coming up. Step 3, the 5 sense memory trick. Ever smelled something and been transported back in time? That's your memory hijacking your senses, and it's not just a weird coincidence. The CIA turned this into a memory superpower. The hack. While learning, chew cinnamon gum. Later, sniff cinnamon. Boom. Instant recall. Your brain thinks it's still in study mode. Want to kick it up a notch? Pair smells, music, or colors with different study sessions. That red shirt? It's now your Spanish vocabulary shirt. The CIA even paired smells with memories to make recall explode. Your brain will thank you for it. Step 4, memory palace. Your house is a cheat. You ever walk into a room and forget why you went in there? Your brain is literally mapping the world around you to store memories. And the CIA used that exact system to build memory palaces for spies. Your version, your mirror equals today's top 3 tasks. The fridge equals your formula for success. Your doorway, the key phrase you need to nail today. Each time you walk past these spots, your brain auto-refreshes your memory. No effort needed. It's like using your house as a giant cheat sheet. Step 5, mental download. Learning in 10-minute bursts. Here's a pro tip from the spies. Active interleaving. Sounds fancy, right? But it's simple. Your hack, study one topic for 10 minutes, then switch to a completely different topic for another 10 minutes. Repeat. Why does this work? Your brain cross-trains between topics, linking them together. It's like getting 2-for-1 memory upgrades. Step 6, the week-by-week spy learning plan. Ready to turn your brain into a learning machine? Here's the spy-approved schedule. Week 1, hypno-learning, theta waves plus sleep recall. Week 2, neuropriming, train your brain to focus in chaos. Week 3, memory hacks, smells, colors, and mental maps. Week 4, active interleaving, study multiple things at once. Stack these like CIA missions. Week by week, your brain will be ready to absorb anything and everything without breaking a sweat. Do it for a week and watch your focus, memory, and learning speed skyrocket. And hey, if you start learning like a CIA spy and unlock next level focus, make sure to keep it to yourself. They might come knocking for their mind-hacking toys back. If you found this video helpful, smash that like button, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you never miss a video. And share this with someone who's still struggling to learn the old-fashioned way. They'll thank you in fluent French. Thanks for watching, and remember, learning should feel effortless, like breathing. Ever been knee-deep in a project, feeling like you're on a roll, and then, bam, you hit a mental wall? 1 minute, you're making progress, and the next, you're thinking, why am I even doing this? Whether it's finishing that overdue report or trying to figure out how to solve all the world's problems, no pressure, we've all felt stuck at some point. So what's going on here? Psychologists call it the stuck-in-the-middle effect, and it's exactly what it sounds like. In the beginning, everything's fresh and exciting. Maybe even a little too easy, like when you start running and that first mile feels like you're winning a marathon. But as time goes on, the novelty fades, and you start seeing your goal as this massive, far-off thing. Instead of feeling proud of what you've achieved, you become obsessed with how much you still have to do. Cue the frustration. But here's the trick. You don't have to eat the whole pizza in one bite. If your goal feels overwhelming, break it down into smaller, manageable pieces. The difference is huge. Every time you check something off your list, you get a little dopamine hit, which fuels you to keep going. You're essentially giving yourself permission to win repeatedly. And who doesn't want that? Let's take a bigger issue like tackling climate change or fighting social inequality. These problems are like a giant, unmovable boulder. It's easy to feel small and powerless when the world's problems are so big. And it's true, no single person can solve them all. But, and this is important, each small action does matter. When you and thousands of others keep going, that collective momentum creates real change. In fact, research shows that while a lot of people care deeply about climate change, only about a third take consistent action. So why do some people stay engaged? It all boils down to one simple thing: belief. They believe that their actions, whether it's recycling, voting for eco-friendly policies, or even educating others, make a difference. And guess what? They're right. Small actions can snowball into bigger ones, and history proves that change often starts with just a few motivated individuals who refuse to give up. Now, before you think this is all about passion and heart, let's talk about anger. Yeah, you heard that right. Sometimes rage can actually fuel progress. Think back to the civil rights movement in the US, for example. People were outraged by systemic racism and injustice, and that collective anger helped create the drive for change. Moral outrage, when used correctly, can be a superpower. It helps us focus on what's at stake and push for a solution. Just remember, you're angry about the problem, not about being stuck. And let's not forget about collaboration. Feeling stuck can feel a lot less lonely when you've got people who are in the trenches with you. When you find a community of like-minded folks, your motivation skyrockets. Sometimes just seeing other people take action can give you the boost you need to keep going. Plus, collaboration brings in fresh perspectives, which is a lifesaver when you're staring at a problem and wondering what your next move is. You'd be surprised how much just doing something, anything, can help you get unstuck. Maybe it's writing that first sentence of your paper, going for a quick jog, or signing that petition you've been meaning to get to. The point is, no action is too small. It's like the domino effect. One little action knocks over the next, and suddenly you're back on track. And here's the kicker. When you're tackling these big goals, celebrate the small wins. Every sub-goal you crush, every little action you take deserves a high five. Whether it's writing 100 words or running an extra mile, acknowledging those small victories gives you the confidence to keep pushing forward. The best part? These small wins lead to bigger victories. Trust me, the feeling of momentum is addictive. You start seeing progress, and before you know it, that giant, overwhelming goal doesn't seem so impossible after all. So, next time you feel stuck, here's what you do. Break it down. Make your goal bite-sized and manageable. Take action, any action. No step is too small to count. Find your people. Get a support group to keep you motivated. Celebrate the small wins. Every little step is progress. Keep the bigger picture in mind. Change takes time, but it happens. Remember, you don't have to do everything at once. Small steps add up to big change. The road to any goal might be long, but every action you take, no matter how tiny, is a step closer to the finish line. So get moving, even if it's just one baby step at a time. So what's one baby step you can take today? Let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear about it. And if you found these tips helpful, give this video a thumbs up. Share it with someone who's feeling stuck, and don't forget to subscribe for more motivation every week. Remember, you don't have to do everything at once. Small steps add up to big change. You've got this. You sit down to study, and suddenly your phone is the most interesting thing on the planet. Just one more video. Maybe I need a snack first. Do I really need this degree, or should I just become a llama farmer? Sound familiar? Here's a shocking fact. 90% of students study wrong. They waste hours staring at notes without actually learning anything. But what if I told you there's a way to study faster, retain more, and still have time to binge your favorite show? Whether you're a student cramming for exams, a professional learning a new skill, or just someone who wants to absorb information faster, these hacks will work for you. Let's break down the best brain hacks to study at lightning speed, without burning out. The expectation hack. Trick your brain into studying faster. Your brain is lazy. It will take as much time as you give it. Ever noticed how a 10-minute task somehow takes 2 hours when you're procrastinating? That's because of Parkinson's law. Work expands to fill the time you allow for it. The fix. Set ridiculously short study sprints. Instead of thinking, I have to study for 3 hours, tell yourself, I'll study for just 20 minutes. Boom! Your brain stops resisting because 20 minutes sounds easy. But here's the trick. Once you start, you'll keep going. Bonus hack: write down exactly what you'll study in that time. I'll study biology. I'll learn photosynthesis and quiz myself on it. Your brain loves clarity. The 80-20 rule: stop studying like a perfectionist. Not all topics are created equal. Some are way more important than others. The 80-20 rule: 20% of what you study gives you 80% of your results. So stop wasting time on random details. Instead, ask yourself, what will actually be on the test? Check past papers, ask your teacher, look at summaries. What don't I understand yet? If you already know it, move on. Quick 80-20 strategy. Do a past exam paper first. Don't wait until the last minute. Find the 20% of topics that appear the most. Focus 80% of your time on those. Work smarter, not harder. The timer method. Activate speed mode for studying. Ever noticed how you suddenly become hyper-focused when you have a deadline? That's because urgency creates focus, and you can trick your brain into this mode on demand. Try this. The 30-minute study sprint 1. Set a 30-minute timer. Study like it's an emergency. 2. Take a 5-minute break. Move around, stretch, or scroll your phone guilt-free. 3. Repeat. Why does this work? Short sessions prevent burnout. Your brain knows a break is coming, so it focuses better. You avoid the fake studying trap of just staring at notes. Bonus hack. Use the Forest app. You plant a virtual tree, and if you leave the app, your tree dies. Guilt is a powerful motivator. The Feynman technique. Study like a genius. Albert Einstein once said, "If you can't explain it simply, you don't understand it well enough." Translation: if you want to learn something fast, teach it to someone else. How to use the Feynman technique. 1. Pick a concept, e.g., how do black holes work? 2. Pretend you're teaching it to a 5-year-old. No fancy jargon. Keep it simple. 3. Find the gaps in your understanding. If you get stuck, go back and relearn. 4. Simplify it even more. The result? You won't just memorize it, you'll actually understand it. Bonus hack: explain things out loud or write them down. This forces your brain to process the information deeply. Active recall, the memory cheat code. Want to remember things 2 times faster? Stop passively reading. Start testing yourself. How to use active recall. Instead of rereading notes, close the book and try to recall key points. Instead of copying notes, write them from memory. Use flashcards, but don't just read them. Test yourself. This method is scientifically proven to burn information into your brain. Bonus hack: the blurting technique. Read a chapter, then write down everything you remember without looking. Then check what you missed. Instant memory boost. Sleep plus exercise equals free brain upgrades. Fun fact: your brain doesn't store what you study while you're awake. It stores information while you sleep. Which means, pulling all-nighters? Bad idea. Getting a solid 7 to 8 hours? Your brain will thank you. Also, exercise boosts memory. Even a 10-minute walk can help you retain more information. So, if you're cramming, take study breaks with movement. Final takeaway: your study cheat sheet. Here's your 6-step formula to study fast and smart. Set short study sprints, 20 to 30 minutes. Use the 80-20 rule. Focus on what actually matters. Use timers to stay focused. Teach it to someone. Feynman technique. Use active recall. Test yourself. Sleep plus exercise equals free brain upgrades. Your challenge. Pick one of these hacks and try it today. Comment below which one worked best for you. I read every single comment. And if you're ready to unlock your brain's full potential, hit that subscribe button, and let's make studying feel illegal together. Remember, knowledge isn't power. Applied knowledge is. So go out there, study smart, and make your brain work for you. Until next time, study smart, not hard.
Have you ever felt like 90% of what you read just evaporates from your mind within 24 hours? Frustrating, right? Now imagine having a super memory, one that lets you remember every lesson or book with ease. In this video, I'm going to show you 5 powerful science-backed hacks that will turn your brain into an unforgettable vault. And the best part? At the end, I'll give you the secret code that can unlock any piece of information in seconds, even months later. Ready? Let's dive in. Hack 1. Active reading. Reading isn't just scanning words, it's a mental adventure. With active reading, you become a detective, searching for hidden gems in the text. Understand the content, then ask yourself, what's the main idea? Or, how does this connect to what I already know? Use a highlighter to mark one key sentence per paragraph. This wakes up your brain and helps the info stick like a buried treasure map. Quick application. If you're reading about the Industrial Revolution, ask, what made it a revolution? Then highlight something like production shifted from manual labor to machines. That laser focus keeps your brain sharp and distraction-free. Now that your brain is activated, let's make things visual and fun. Hack 2, visual mapping, mind maps. Imagine drawing a roadmap for your brain. That's what a mind map is. Start with a blank page, draw a central circle for your main topic, then branch out ideas using different colors. This triggers dual encoding. Your brain stores info both visually and mentally, making it easier to retrieve later. Give it a shot. For a history lesson, draw a circle labeled World War II, then add branches like 1939, Axis in red, and Allies in blue. Suddenly, your memory isn't flat text, it's a vivid, living network. Now that we've organized the knowledge, let's boost it with the power of sound. Hack 3, active audio recording. Close the book, it's time for a voice adventure. Hit record and start explaining the lesson out loud, once using your mind map and once without. This is called active recall, and it strengthens memory pathways as your brain works harder to retrieve the info. Listen back later and you'll be amazed how much sticks. Try this out. After mapping the Industrial Revolution, record yourself saying, "It began with the shift to machines around 1760. Repeat a couple of times and your voice will turn the lesson into a lasting memory. After boosting recall, let's see how to make that memory stick long term. Hack 4, spaced repetition. Think of memory like building a house. You don't do it all at once. Spaced repetition means reviewing information at increasing intervals to lock it into long-term memory instead of cramming. Simple example. If you study a chemistry lesson today, review it tomorrow for 10 minutes, then 5 minutes 2 days later, and again a week later. Imagine molecules dancing, and your brain will remember them as a story, not just facts. Now that you've mastered the foundations, let's unlock the ultimate trick. Hack 5, the secret code. Here it is, the secret code I promised you. After using the previous hacks, create a final memory sheet, a single-page summary of the entire lesson without going back to the book. Add key points or a mini mind map. Keep it with you. Whenever you need a refresh, glance at it. Or better yet, listen to your recording. You'll recall everything in a flash, even months later. Simple example, for the Industrial Revolution, write 1760, machines, factories, on a small card. Look at it daily for 1 minute and listen to your voice recording when needed. That's how you turn facts into unshakable memory. And if you want to boost your memory even more, teach what you've learned to a friend to fill in any gaps in your understanding. And don't forget to share this video with them so they can benefit too. Now you've got 5 memory hacks and the secret code to remember everything you read. Try one today and let me know in the comments which one you'll start with. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and take that small step today. It could lead to big results tomorrow. Goodbye, learning friends. Stay curious and productive. Meet Alex and Tyler. Imagine this. Alex and Tyler are students at the same university. Alex studies for just 40 minutes a day. He sleeps well, plays basketball with his friends, and still ranks at the top of his class. His secret? He quizzes himself with practice questions and explains concepts to his classmates in super simple ways. Tyler, on the other hand, studies for 6 hours daily, stays up all night, fueled by energy drinks, and barely sees his friends. Yet, he struggles to get C's. His notes are beautiful, and his study schedule is color-coded to perfection. So, what's the difference? It's not intelligence, hard work, or luck. It's how they study. If you're ready to stop wasting time and start studying like Alex, stay with me. This video will show you how to study smart. And if you're excited to transform your study game, join our community by subscribing. I've got tons of powerful tips waiting for you. Challenge your memory. Wait, before we go further, I've got a quick challenge for you. Think about the last time you studied for an exam. How many minutes of that study session actually felt effective? Be honest and drop the number in the comments. By the end of this video, we'll find out if you're really using your time wisely or if it's time to flip the script. How many times have you spent hours organizing your notes or rereading the same page, only to realize you barely remember anything afterward? I call this the illusion of hard work. The secret isn't in how many hours you study, it's in how much actually sticks in your brain after you close the book. Think of your brain like a phone with a bad battery. No matter how many times you charge it by rereading or cramming, it just won't hold the charge. After hours of studying, you check still at 10%. Research shows that passive studying, like rereading notes, leaves you with less than 15% of the info after a few days. The fix? Repair the battery with active techniques that lock the knowledge in, like a fast, efficient charger. One sec, my coffee's calling me. You should grab your favorite drink. Let's keep going. The retention ladder. Picture a ladder that represents levels of learning. Each step shows how much you'll actually remember. Bottom step, reading or listening, 10 to 20% retention, like reading a book or watching a lecture. Middle step, discussion or interactive watching, 30 to 50%, like debating an idea with a friend. Top step, applying and teaching, 70 to 90%, like solving problems or explaining a concept to someone else. To reach the top, you need active techniques. Here are 3 science-backed methods to study smarter.
Method 1. Active recall. Don't start by reviewing your notes. Test yourself first. Close the book and try to write down everything you remember about the topic. The harder it feels, the more your memory grows. It's like weightlifting for your brain. Studies show active recall can boost grades by up to 40% for students who use it. Method 2. Spaced repetition. Your brain forgets fast if you don't review, but you don't have to review everything daily. Use spaced repetition. Review information at specific intervals to strengthen memory. Example. Day 1. Learn something new. Day 2. Quick review, 5 minutes. Day 5. Test yourself without notes. This works against the forgetting curve and can raise retention to 80%. Tyler could have saved hours if he used this instead of cramming. Method 3. The associative learning technique. Connecting information to your social media experience. Make the information part of your personal story so you can always remember it. For example, if you are studying the mere exposure effect in psychology, which means you tend to like something more the more you see it. Think about an ad or a story you saw on Instagram. Did you notice how you started thinking about buying a pair of sneakers after seeing them in your friends' stories many times? That's the effect. This technique makes the information like a story your brain cannot ignore. When you connect information to your personal experience, it stays engraved in your memory. Here's the real secret. Studying smarter can get you better grades in less time. Sounds strange, but it's true. When I use these methods, I cut my study time from 6 hours to under 2, and went from a C to an A. Back to your challenge. Look at the number you wrote in the comments earlier. Was your study time actually productive? If you're relying on passive reading or cramming, it's time to change. Drop a comment. Which of these methods was your favorite? Thanks for watching. If this video inspired you to upgrade your study game, hit like and subscribe to join our journey to smarter learning. Share your thoughts in the comments, and I'll see you in the next one. Now, go master your studies.